All right, so today here working the shop. It's pretty cold out as far as Bay Area standards are. It's like 48 degrees out, so that's pretty cold for San Francisco Bay. Anyways, so I'm in the shop and I'm making these, I don't know, they're kind of like loop grommets, and they're gonna go on this very interesting boat that I'm gonna show you guys here in a minute, but it's a human powered, so pedal powered boat that's being custom built here at the yard for exploring like around icebergs and stuff, like an Arctic exploration vehicle, but it's pedal powered, as well as it's got solar panels, and I think there's going to be an electric motor in it eventually, but it's all pedal driven. It's this whole capsule thing, looks like a rocket ship. So these things are going to go through the gunnel, so there's holes in the gunnel like that, and then these will hang down, and then I'm going to run some 3-strand for a safety line that goes around the boat. And so nice way to soft attach. So what I'm doing is it's just a loop of some 3/16 Dyneema, and I'm gonna do a little Brummel in the middle here, and then I go ahead and do like the Chinese button knot, like what you do for a soft shackle. So and then I'll cut these ends here and melt the ends, and that'll be just a nice finished way how to make these little loops, little tie-ons for the fenders can attach to these as well. So yeah, check it out. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I make these. So I've got a 2-foot chunk of Dyneema here, some New England ropes, and what I do is I'm going to take my stamps and fid, go through, and I'm at about 2.5 inches here from where it's in the middle. So then I go ahead and put the fid through, and this is starting the Brummel lock, so it's just one pass, and now I'm gonna have this tail go through here. Make sure that you get 6 strands on either side. There we go. My fingers out of the way so that crosses through. Pull that. Boom. So that's a Brummel lock right there. So it's locked together. Now we're gonna do the button knot, and this is something that I learned from watching the Caligo Marine soft shackle video they have on their website, and John Franta at Caligo posted that years ago. He started the trend of soft shackles. So, okay, so first thing, I'm gonna make a little loop like that, turn it away from myself, and then I'm gonna take my other tail and I'm gonna pass it through. It's kind of zigzag, and then that tail is gonna go all the way around, something like that. It's really hard to show you guys and do at the same time, so really appreciate what John did way back when. All right, so should look something like this to begin with. And so if you see there's kind of like a hollow or like an opening here in the middle, so you can take one tail and it's going to go all the way around, and then from the bottom it goes through that opening, and then the same thing with the other tail. It goes all the way around your 2 legs and then back up through the middle. They should both come out at the same spot. I know it looks like a whole bunch of gobbledygook right now. It's kind of like if you've ever done a monkey's fist. You can go around, and you just keep kind of tightening up the strands, going around, and so it's almost there. I just need to go through and tighten it all up, and then you can even use like an awl. I use my nice little awl here to kind of pry so you can get it really tight. This is not gonna, it's gonna be under some load, but it's not gonna be seen like soft shackle load for the most part. So normally what I would do with my soft shackles is once I get this knot all snugged up, then I will take it to a winch, and that way it gets all nice and loaded up. But for this purpose, for this application, it's just gonna be a nice snug it up really tight. So there's that, and then you just cut off your extra tails, and then you can melt the ends with your little torch here. And then that is it. So now I've got, let's see here, pile up that I've made. So these are gonna go all around this super cool little boat. But yeah, so there's a whole bunch of them. So now I just gotta cut all of the tails off of every single one of them, and then I'll take my torch and do the rest. So stand by for the next part. Here we are. This is the beast. This thing's a pedal-powered watercraft for exploring the Arctic areas, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out more information, but boat's gonna get the splash this week for some testing. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And you can see over here, this is the cool, the front end's pretty sweet, but there's the chair that's going in there for sitting on inside there. There's something in there, which you can see. It's a whole cabin, and this is kind of cool looking here. Look at this. It looks like the funnel, like a cetacean jet or something. But it's a Jim Antrim design, and thanks very sweet. It's got dagger boards, and yeah. So check. Here we go. So here's like the 3-strand going through the little loops that I made. You can see those guys just drop right in. Remember these guys? Now they just loop all the way through. And then we're gonna come up here and do a nice splice to this bolt. So there we go. Stand by. Sure. So taped off, got our tails, nice and prepped to tape at the end. Now we're going to insert our first tail. So it goes in, first tail in, then we go to the same tail, we bury it twice. Then we take our next tail in line here, goes over that one and under this one. So these are 3 strands. New England Ropes premium 3-strand nylon. Alright, now we get those guys, and now we flip it to the back side. And it's gonna go in to the left. Now, all should be even, equal distance from each other. Now you just take one tail and you go over one, stick it in, so grab another tail, over one and under one. And we go 5 tuck minimum. Let's see. eventually, but it'll stretch out a little. Round 3 Artics. I'll just keep going. I don't get to do a lot of 3-strand anymore. When I was at West Marine, we used to do a lot of anchor and docking lines with it, and here I just don't get a lot of demand for it. And that's fine. It's alright. But I do enjoy doing a 3-strand every once in a while. Alright, so we're on number 5 now. Okay. Get them all nice and tight. Then we can pull off this piece of tape right here. This just kept it from unraveling. Alright. Give it a good tug just to make sure we're good. Okay, and so what I like to do, so you can just cut off the tails like that. I like to do a nice little taper. So I'll take one tail and I will go one more time and then grab another tail, and you're going to tuck it 2 more times. I'll show you. Just makes it look a little nicer. Finish it. Alright. So you see they're coming out nice and even like that. And then take our electrical tape. If you had a hot knife, this would be a good application for a hot knife. We're out in the middle of the boat yard right now, so doing that. This looks just as well. Taped up. Grab our nice scissors. Kind of almost match the color of the boat. Trim. You leave them long because it's, once you load up these tails or load up the line, it's going to suck back. The splice will get sucked back in. So now, a little overkill with map gas, but that's what I had sitting in the cart. There you go. And now, that is our finished splicing. You can come down here, and you can see, looks pretty good. Up there, all the way to the top. Alright, it's the Artic Explorer. Pretty sweet. Another part of the orange Arctic exploration pedal boat is I made some cool little continuous loop, Dyneema loop handles for the dagger boards, and then these are going to be part of the purchase to pull the boards up from the cockpit or cabin. So we'll get to that part pretty soon.
goes.